Rocky, a clever raccoon with a mischievous smile and a fluffy, striped tail, wakes up one morning to find the forest covered in a gray, gloomy cloud. As he steps out of his treehouse, he notices that all the animals seem irritable and grumpy, snapping at each other and refusing to share. Rocky spots Grumble, the old toad magician, cackling softly to himself near the pond and realizes the cloud is his doing. Grumble croaks out a challenge. The cloud will only lift when Rocky performs 10 acts of kindness to remind the forest of the joy of helping others. Rocky meets Pippa, a small, shy bunny hiding behind a bush, trembling as the cloud makes her feel scared and lonely. He gently encourages Pippa to hop out, praising her courage and offering to walk with her to the meadow. Rocky gathers some fresh flowers and weaves a crown for Pippa, making her smile for the first time that day. As they stroll together, Rocky shares stories to boost her confidence, helping her stand a little taller and feel a little braver. Rocky comes across two young squirrels, Squeak and Scamp, arguing over who gets to keep the biggest acorn. He suggests they play a game where they work together to find the biggest acorn in the forest and share it equally. They scamper off, giggling and enjoying the hunt, finally choosing the acorn that they found together as a team. The brothers thank Rocky for reminding them that it's more fun to work together than to fight, lifting a bit of the gloomy cloud above. Rocky hears soft cries and discovers a family of birds whose nest has been blown down by the wind. He gathers soft leaves, sturdy twigs, and fluffy feathers, carefully building a new, cozy nest in a high branch. The baby birds chirp happily as Rocky helps them settle into their new home, the mother bird singing a song of gratitude. A small patch of sunshine breaks through the cloud as Rocky waves goodbye to his new feathered friends. Deep in the thicket, Rocky stumbles upon a little hedgehog named Spike, who is lost and can't find his way home. Rocky picks up Spike gently, carrying him on his back as they retrace his tiny paw prints through the woods. After a long search, they finally spot Spike's den, where his worried family rushes out to hug him. Spike's parents thank Rocky for his kindness, and a gentle breeze sweeps away more of the grump cloud, letting a few rays of sunshine peek through. At the edge of the pond, Rocky finds Croaky, a stubborn frog sitting on a lily pad, refusing to share the space with other frogs. Rocky challenges Croaky to a friendly jumping contest, showing him that working together makes the game more fun. Croaky eventually agrees to let the other frogs join in, and they all end up laughing and jumping together. The grump cloud over the pond lightens as Croaky croaks a thank you to Rocky, understanding the joy of sharing. Further upstream, Rocky sees Benny the beaver struggling to fix his dam alone. Frustrated and overwhelmed, Rocky rolls up his sleeves and offers to help, lifting logs and stacking them securely as Benny directs. With Rocky's help, the dam is restored quickly, and Benny smiles, grateful for the assistance he didn't expect. The cloud above the river dissipates slightly, the water sparkling with newfound cheer. Rocky hears a soft hoot and finds Luna the owl perched sadly on a branch, feeling lonely because no one visits her tree at night. He crafts a lantern using fireflies and twinkling berries, lighting up Luna's tree to make it welcoming and warm. That night, the other animals are drawn to the beautiful lights, gathering around to listen to Luna's wisdom and stories. Luna's eyes shine with joy, and a portion of the cloud disappears, replaced by a starry sky around her home. Rocky spots a line of ants struggling to carry food back to their hill, looking weary and downtrodden. He decides to share some of his own snacks, crumbs of bread and a few pieces of fruit, making their load lighter. The ants buzz with excitement and energy, marching with renewed vigor as they carry Rocky's gift back home. The cloud over their hill clears as the ants wave their tiny legs in thanks, their spirits lifted. Rocky hears frantic barking and rushes to find Flora the fox searching desperately for her missing kit. He helps her track the scent trail, sniffing out the kit's hiding spot behind a cluster of thick bushes. The little fox kit comes out, scared but unharmed, and Flora sighs with relief, licking her kit's fur tenderly. Flora's gratitude lifts another large part of the cloud, the sky above turning a soft, hopeful blue. Rocky finds a snail named Slippy moving slowly across a rock, tears rolling down his tiny face as he struggles to keep up with his friends. Rocky creates a tiny, leaf-made chariot for Slippy, attaching it to a stick so he can pull it along faster. Slippy zooms ahead, catching up with his friends, who cheer for his newfound speed and confidence. The cloud lifts even more, and Slippy's joyful cheers spread throughout the forest. At the pond, Rocky sees a group of tadpoles splashing around, unsure how to use their new legs as they grow into frogs. He teaches them to leap and hop, demonstrating each jump with exaggerated, funny movements that make the tadpoles giggle. With Rocky's help, the tadpoles gain confidence, hopping around proudly as their parents watch in delight. The cloud shrinks to just a small wisp, the pond bubbling with the tadpoles' newfound bravery. Rocky hears a rustling and finds a young deer trapped in a thorny bush, its antlers tangled in the brambles. Carefully, Rocky untangles the thorns, reassuring the deer and soothing its fears with gentle words. Once free, the deer nuzzles Rocky gratefully, prancing away with newfound freedom. A burst of sunlight breaks through the grump cloud, now only a small shadow lingering over the woods. With almost all the cloud gone, Rocky returns to Grumble, who sits grumpily in his gloomy pond. Rocky offers Grumble a gift, a small bouquet of wildflowers, and thanks him for inspiring the acts of kindness. Surprised, Grumble softens and croaks, "Kindness? For me?" realizing that even he needs a little kindness sometimes. The last wisp of the grump cloud fades away, and Grumble croaks a small, awkward thank you, the pond glowing with clear water. With the cloud lifted, the entire forest bursts into celebration, animals singing and dancing around Rocky. Pippa the bunny hops up to thank Rocky, and each animal he helped shares a word of gratitude. Rocky smiles, his heart full of joy, knowing that the smallest acts of kindness can create the biggest changes. The story ends with Rocky looking up at the clear, blue sky, proud of how his quest has brought light back to the forest. Kindness, no matter how small, can light up the darkest places and bring joy to everyone around. Thanks for watching, kids. If you enjoyed the adventure, make sure to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and click the bell icon to never miss a new story. See you next time.